Hmm. Let's start these things over. They are what they are. What I wanted to chat about today or tonight, I just want to come on the Realme podcast and talk about something. And this is an image. This is a Luxa image that you're looking at. That's what I call it. Of somebody with a phone looking at the phone and obviously posting something. And she is posting what she is posting. Okay. She's holding the phone up and posting something. Or well, looking and seeing and about to post something like a story or a picture or something, or just posting something, or reading through comments or something like. As you can see, like you can see reading through comments. It looks like she's reading through comments. It's not clear. This is a representation of what happens when we get on social media is we need validation when we get on social media. We have to be very, very careful not to seek our security and our validation to getting it through social media. We have to become mindful of that we're not doing that. Because if we're doing it, then we're going to find that, our life is in a very, very bad place. Um, and, social media makes us very, very lonely, actually, not very connected. It- you know, it- Neptune and Aries, no boundaries with authenticity and self-expression. No boundaries. Um, it's where we are seeking external validation and we're not validating ourselves. We're seeking it from the outside. That's what we're doing. When we seek validation from the outside, we're not satisfied inside. We're looking for it out there. That's what we're doing. And it becomes very, very difficult to feel that satisfaction. Very, very challenging. Because I'm trying to think of all the things I want to say. I'm just gonna let it come as it comes, okay? If I go on here a long time, I do. If I don't, oh well, this will be a short video. Our lives. We want others to see our lives. But what is the motive behind this? Do we want others to see our lives because we just want to share and show our lives, or do we don't feel secure within ourselves about our own lives, and not just living our own life and the experience of what we have lived, and we need others to see it to make it meaningful to validate it, or we need to always take pictures of something because we always need to post on social media. Cannot tell you that needs boundaries so bad because you are not just living. and not just being and enjoying your life. You're always having to take pictures and always posting it. It's like there's something to be said for just being. We're human beings. We're meant to live in this life and we're meant to experience. We need experience. Meant to experience it. We're meant to just live it. We're not meant to always show it to others on the internet. You know, there was this one Netflix show. I don't remember what it was called, but it was about this girl who had very, very thick red lips. I barely saw it, and she was just posting on YouTube, and she was the most, the weirdest, you know, girl who would get made fun of and posted on YouTube, and then there were all these offensive comments sent her way because of her clothes. Well, like, what to say to that? I honestly am caught between a rock and a hard place when it comes to people with certain disabilities or people like that in the show. I mean, I'm caught in a rock and a hard place. Do I accept them as they are, or am I just going to make fun of them and discourage them from putting themselves out there and being who they are? It's like it is an ethical battle for me to make. And with this show, it is an ethical battle. Like, should this person be presenting herself on social media or shouldn't she not? Well, that kind of person is not realistic as far as I'm concerned. Wow. Wow, this world. I mean, I'm guilty, but I had a friend who had these issues with, talking too much and whatever, and I just was trying to, and well, I want to be honest. Um, it was hard for me to not tell him to stop talking. That is to say, what I was just saying. My thoughts are all over. Well, anyway, we shouldn't put people away just because of their personality traits that they cannot help. Okay? We should embrace everybody as they are. And clearly, what was happening in the show wasn't, because this lady was just being herself on YouTube and she was getting shamed and people were mean and writing mean comments to her. I thought YouTube was just for these cool videos, these edited cool videos, and it was only that I wouldn't be interested and I wouldn't want to be on YouTube. But because of all the spirituality videos, all the astrology videos, all of that, all the cooking videos that I'm interested in, I'm on YouTube. If it was just Mr. Beast and Oshitaki mushrooms and Diesel Ducey and all those types of channels, It would be very, very difficult for me to associate with YouTube. I'm not into those kind of channels. I'm not into that kind of content. Mr. Beast is a very, very popular YouTuber. I'm not into that content. It's not me at all. It's not what I'm interested in. You'll find that I'm not subscribed to him. Um, um, but going back to what I was saying, this whole thing about judging others just because they want to express themselves. There's a lady that I follow. She has over 3,000 subscribers, and she expressed herself unapologetically on YouTube. I do the same thing. I have no intention of being this weird person, unself aware person. And I don't want to come across that way on social media. I do not want to come across as a weird, non self aware person that people are turned off by just because I want to express who I am. And I can't help who I am. I can't help my personality. I am who I am, and I'm going to embrace it. I am not going to let mean and critical comments get the better of who I am and what I want to do. I'm going to stand up and be empowered and talk to these people who comment and speak my truth. There's a song premiering tomorrow on my channel, a song for you. And that song clearly explains that I'm not doing this for the viewer. I'm doing it for me and me alone. That song explains that, and I'm premiering it so that people can see it and tune into it, and many can see it as possible. I want to make it an important thing. I feel like when we feel gosh, when we get mean comments from people, we feel like there's something wrong with us. We feel like there's something wrong with us. No, there's nothing wrong with us. It is the person commenting that has an issue with us, not us. They are reflecting, they are projecting. Knowing that, so liberating. So liberating. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like and in life in general, like not taking things so personally in life, knowing that they are just projecting and they are just reflecting themselves onto you. It's not you, it is them. Still, I feel like I am hurt. I feel like I am being judged and criticized when I get mean comments. And I feel disempowered until I respond to comments, until I respond. And I will be reading comments and I will be responding to every comment that I get. And then I will feel empowered again. If I just let the comments go, I would just let the person get away with what they said. I'm not going to let them get away with it. I am the creator of this channel and my content. I will not let them get away with their judgment, with their negativity, with their criticism. I will be honest and I will speak my truth to them unapologetically. I mean, wow. If you could film yourself making a comment and make a video, I think that you'd be a little bit better at filtering yourself than if you were writing it out. I'm just telling you, I think you should do that because that would give the people the option to do that. And it would make it so that there wouldn't be as many divisive comments because people would make the video to this person. And if you were making a video where the person would be seeing you and hearing you, then you'd filter it. Then you'd reframe how you would say it so it wouldn't come off so mean and harsh and critical. But when you write it, you can say anything when you're writing. It's only those who are self-aware enough to not, write in a way that's mean to do that. When it comes to writing comments, it's like you're just writing it. You're not speaking to the person. And that is a different thing. Like when you're sending an email, when you're writing, it's inhuman. It's not you physically as a person connecting with another person. If that were the case, I think there would be less offensive comments in the world if that were the case. Maybe. I'm going to say that as truth. There may be less offensive comments. It would be very, very nice to actually see the people that comment under my videos, hear them, and see them. It would be nice if YouTube had that feature for people to have, and maybe someday they will. And I'll live to see the day where they will have it. And I will probably be taking advantage of that under the videos that I find that I disagree with, that I don't like, because I will say it in a way where it's not mean and offensive. You can so easily do that if you're not careful when writing it out in comments. That's why there were so many negative comments. Is that uh, it's like if we just could talk to the person and we just could look at the person and see them, see connect to them in a way where you're seeing their faces. I mean, wow, 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 wow. It'd just kind of be a different world that we would be living on social media because um I would then personally in writing, I wouldn't want to write judgmental, critical things under comments, but speaking it, I would be willing. And I'd rather these people that were so critical made a video and did it because I think that they would filter themselves. I think that they would, reframe how they would say it. That's what I think. Cannot judge others for being themselves. It is good that they put themselves out there. And I want you to know, I have Chiron in the first house. Chiron in the first house. And that is about expressing yourself unapologetically, regardless of others' opinions, regardless of others' comments and judgments. I have permission to do that. And the wound that I have is feeling like I perceiving myself and others perceiving me as too much. Too much. Not allowed to express myself, or I feel like I'm not good enough to express myself. I'm not worthy enough. Well, I am, and I'm doing this, and this is what it is. I'm not going to apologize for the things that I say. I'm not going to apologize for me being who I am on social media. I'm not going to apologize. I shouldn't have to. I think that Aries is kind of a sad sign because it's kind of, conditioned like, you can't, you're not enough. Or excuse me, you're too much, you're too impulsive, you're too loud, you're too aggressive. Um, you're too self-centered. Well, that's because they're operating in their ego. And if we operate in our ego, we're going to embody those traits. If we just connect with our hearts and just drop in and live a life that is in alignment with our soul and not our egoic needs, and that takes work, then we're going to find that Aries is not so bad of a sign. And I am an Aries sun, and I have Chiron in the first house, so the conditioning is gone. Like, I am going to be myself unapologetically, and I don't care who sees it. I will be who I am, uninhibitedly. I am not going to restrict myself because I fear that I might be judged by others on social media, others that write in comments where they can say anything, where you're not seeing the person for who they are and getting to know them. Like, YouTube probably has a bad idea that, oh, we shouldn't put videos for comments, but you know what? I think it would be a good idea because I think that in that case, there would be less offensive comments if that were the case, if people had that option. Maybe there wouldn't be. I don't know. At least I'd see the person, at least I'd see who they are. At least it'd be more real to me. Then I at least would say, oh, this is another human being, not just some account writing it out. And if I am not secure in myself with Chiron in the first house, I would be someone who would embody narcissistic qualities. And I would be so needing the applause and attention that I would need external validation from others. And I would become so self-absorbed that I wouldn't feel secure in myself because I wouldn't have enough validation. Like, this is what social media does. It brings you into a mindset of needing validation. Deep down, all of these creators that I follow, Downshiftology on Instagram, there's a lot of them. Deep down, you need validation. Deep down, you feel insecure about yourself. Admit it. Admit it. It's natural to put yourself on social media and need it. I am self-aware, but uh, I'm going to be honest. I do not want to lean into a type of person that gets that way in social media. I do not want to become that. I've been told, I feel it in my heart. I don't want to become that person. I don't want to become that person. Literally made a short about this, about making videos for followers. And I intend to keep to my own advice with that. Take some water. Hmm. I'm not filtering myself for others to judge. I'm not filtering myself. I don't want to be this unself-aware person, but that's the wound that I have, that I'm too much. I don't need anyone to reinforce the wound that I'm, and I don't want to become narcissistic, always seeking validation and being a self-centered narcissist. I don't want to be that. The wound is with Chiron in the first house of you being an imperfect being and feel like there is something wrong with you. Feeling like the outside world thinks that there's something wrong with you, that you think there's something wrong with you. I guess I've had that wound my whole life. My whole life with my creativity that I expressed. Guess I'm just projecting my own Chiron onto you. I guess I've had that wound my whole life. I've been unable to express myself, but I've kind of thought I was too much, too argumentative, too truthful. Need to be careful what I say. Like again, it's an ego thing. Let's just face the truth. It's an ego thing. And an egoic need for validation. An egoic need to people on social media. Do they put themselves out there from their ego, or do they put themselves out there because they genuinely want to express themselves from their heart? That's what I do. Is I put myself out there and express myself from my heart. I express what I want to express from my heart, from my soul, because I want to do it, not because of an egoic need for attention, likes, views, subscribers, and others see me. Others seeing me validates me. Wow. Imagine if you live like that. Would be help me. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. I am realizing something so empowering about people. And if somebody should tell me that I should take these things personally, again, a reflection of them. Again, reinforcing the wound, triggering the wound that I have. Again, them, them. I'm not saying be all defensive and aggressive and argumentative. I'm just saying be secure enough in yourself where you can maybe feel hurt and offended. You probably will, and you probably it's natural to feel that way, but you can recognize and you can drop into your heart and say, you know what, I know who I am, and I'm sovereign within myself. And by dropping in your heart, you just relax. Get out of your head and just sit, open up, relax. Is this an easier said than done thing, or am I just my mind is so complexic that I can't even do what I'm talking about? You know, my mind is like that. I have Mercury and Taurus. I say things very, simplistically, even though I have a lot of nuanced Gemini in my chart. I mean, that's my communication, and that's how it is. That's the chart that I was born with, and I was born with Mercury station, so my communication is just a huge part of who I am. So, like, was standing still at the moment of my birth when I was born. So, yeah. Um, well, you know, I live at home and I have family surrounding me. And yet, right now, I feel like there's something wrong with me because what am I doing wrong? Why is somebody else who's been on here less time than me getting all the subscribers so much to get a play button and I have 167 followers and this guy has over 100,000 followers? I mean, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I honestly have to ask this. What am I doing wrong? Am I posting too much? Am I not editing my videos properly? Are they too long? Are they too this? Are they too that? Are they flawed? Are they wrong? Or are they just who I am and what I want to express authentically without needing the judgment from others? Somebody judged me for the video being a rant. Well, I stood up to this person and said, you will not judge what I do. And I made it very, very clear. I put a link to the song and I hope that they listen to it. On every judgmental comment, I will link that song and they will hear it and they will go, oh, now I get it. I was wrong. I'm not going to do that again. Um, I mean, I'm kind of paranoid into thinking that, paranoid is the right word. Maybe paranoid. Having this weird suspicion that I did something wrong. And I know that I did something wrong because I posted something that was about somebody, and that alone, I wonder if somebody shared that, and then the word got spread across social media that I'm a bad person, and that I do unethical things against people, and now I'm not getting as much views on my videos as much following. Like, I am worried about that. I am honestly worried about that. I am concerned about that. I am afraid that that is the reality. But you know what? I don't think it is. I'm not going to allow myself to engage in that. You know, my subscribers are not growing fast. I mean, I make all this content like I'm have 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. That's how I make my content. And yet, this is the thing. Like I'm telling you, I'm a living embodiment of this right now, needing validation, needing validation on social media. It is a natural thing. Like I do live streams and I pay very, very close attention to the number of people that watch my live streams. I watch it go up, I watch it go down. When I don't see any comments in my live streams, I get worried. Like, is anybody seeing this? I just posting into a void when I post like my Instagram following right now is just it is not growing. It is just in a stuck and stagnant place. It is not grow. I have no idea why. Did I do anything wrong? Nobody viewed that story that I posted where I ranted and went off, which I regret doing. And that was wrong of me, and I no longer do that. Do we have to begrudge people on social media just because they do something wrong and then we just the bridge is burned and we can't repair the bridge and we can't make amends or excuse me, give them another chance? Go see their content now and see that they've changed and grown as a person? Or do we just hold on to what they've done wrong and not let it go and say this person's bad and there's no fixing it or there's no remedying it or there's no changing it? Thing is, I get so concerned with views. Something wrong with the title? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with my personality if nobody's viewing my stuff? If I'm not getting, like, how is somebody else having more subscribers than I have and I have less? It's like, oh my gosh, well, you see what I'm talking about here. You see what I'm talking about. You know, on TikTok right now, it's opening up my phone if I can even think can even load. Opening it up right now. I have 266 followers on there. Gained one today. Instagram, I have nobody views my posts, nobody does anything over there. What else can I say about validation? Hmm. Well, you know, I have a song that I want to create. It's about my dream of having 1K subscribers, and I think I'm going to create that song just because it's an honest feeling that I have about creating 1K subscribers. I haven't made it yet because I'm just feeling like I do want to do this instead. And yeah, basically expressing how I feel like I have this dream of getting 1K subscribers. That will be enough. So where I cannot see the number of subscribers anymore clearly on my front page of my channel, that would be enough. It's getting that. That would I would feel. And you know what? If I got close to that, that would be great. And you know what? You know what? Hear me when I say this. I'm not the best at this. I'm not the best at this at all. So I just want more and more and more. Like, I'm never satisfied. Like my parents told me, it's like it's one thing and then it's another thing. It's just one thing that you're satisfied. Oh, there's another thing. Like, I think that that's a human thing. Is that it's another, I mean, I view that as a problem. It's a problem with me. Um, hmm. I'm not gonna try to edit my videos just for others. I'm not gonna do that. It's because I want followers. These YouTube tutorial people that talk about getting subscribers, I'm like, I watch this and I just feel bad about myself. Like, I'm doing something wrong when I can do anything I darn well please on YouTube. Because I know what is right. I have a good sense of right and wrong. So just, I'm not going to pay attention to those videos. Like, makes me feel bad as a person. Like, I'm doing something wrong on YouTube. It's like when I give these messages, I do it publicly, but then I'm getting worried if not enough people are seeing it and hearing the message, then I feel really, really insecure and lonely. Why isn't anybody seeing this? That is what I'm talking about. Is needing validation because when you get on there, you don't feel secure about yourself. These Starman films, oh my gosh, every one of them when they talk about it on YouTube, it's like one person posts a video and it goes viral, every one of them. I'm like, not realistic. You don't post a video and it goes viral. That doesn't happen to just everyone. It's just algorithms and all that. I mean, it's a very, very complicated thing. It's like I had a teacher in school who suddenly got very, very popular, has over 200,000 subscribers on Instagram, and I posted way more than he has. And I question myself, why is he so popular? But you know what? The other thing I want to say is the number of followers that somebody has does not define them. It's others that you define yourself by your personality, by your um your likes, your dislikes, your values, your whatever, your talents and what you're good at, not by the number of people who follow you. Actors are not defined by how many people watch them. They're just defined by how good they are in movies, by their own value alone. That's why this whole thing with the play button is just, I hate it because it's just rewarding you for something that you didn't do. And others gave you the validation and the following, so that's why you get this play button. Wow, it would be nice if you would get a reward if you actually for actually doing the work and not just how popular you are. But that doesn't work on social media. That doesn't work. That doesn't work because there's so many channels and you'd be making it very, very unfair. Like some people will be worthy of an award than others, and that would blow this whole comparison thing out the window. It's just out of control. Um, I feel like I'm not good enough because not enough people follow me and watch my videos. Like, did I do something wrong? Am well, I ask these questions to myself. I find myself doing that. Why do I find myself doing this? Huh? Hope that nobody's going to comment on this saying that it's all a rant. As, um, no, that's a judgment, it's a criticism, and I don't want to hear that I don't want to see that in my comments. But I can't control this, so, know what? I can't control my own actions. Can't control who watches my videos and comes to my channel. But, they're coming to my channel, so I'm gonna respond to them. Am I digging myself back into my Scorpio South node, or am I following my Taurus North node in the fifth house? I mean, like, Scorpio South node in the fifth house is defining your worth through others when it comes to groups, to others, organizations. Well, not organizations, excuse me, other you know, things. Is there something wrong with me because I don't make a video and I don't get to the point and I don't do it in a perfect professional way? Is there something wrong with me with that? Am I not doing it right? Oh, you could drive yourself crazy with all that thought in your mind. Well, well. Nobody is a bad person on social media with their channel, with their content. No, they do bad things. They do unethical things. They do unethical things, yeah, but nobody's a bad person. And guilty as charged, I've done unethical things. Okay, guilty as charged, but nobody's a bad person. Um, I don't care. I don't care. That wound, I don't do this for myself, just to keep it to myself. Oh, should I keep it to myself because it's not professional enough? Because it's not good enough? Because it's not fit for the public? Because it's not this or it? I don't care if I'm the only person doing the kind of content that I'm doing. I'm unique. I'm I am unique. I am an individual. I'm not going to fit in with everybody. I'm just going to be who I am. And if it's who I am, then it's who I am. And that's how it is. I'm to give myself as much space as I want to with these and take as long as I wish to with these podcasts. Because it's my podcast, my videos, my channel, nobody else's. You drive yourself crazy trying to censor yourself with the public and apologize for every little thing that you say. You drive yourself crazy with that. And that is also unhealthy because you need the validation from others that you're a good person. You need the validation from others that you are, you know, worthy by censoring yourself just to fit in, just to be accepted. Sad. I do these videos because I want the ones who really care and who are interested to see this, not the ones who will judge and who will criticize and it will be all negative. Because the world is not just a black and white place. And I realize that there's good in the world. I'm doing this for me. There's nothing wrong with this video. It's not unethical. It's not going to be taken down. I'm doing this for me. I do these videos for me. So much healthier when you're not looking for the validation from the outside world. So much healthier. Now, I apologize if this is too real and raw for you, but this is what it is. This is what it is. I'm just going to say that. Some will be real and raw, some will not be. Nobody is consistent. Nobody can be the same person with every video that they do because everybody has a different mood. And I have different moods. Am I the only one who has a different mood when doing one video versus another video? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I didn't mean it need to be told that I'm wrong with that. That's another thing about the song that's premiering tomorrow is don't tell me that I'm wrong. Because that's also, a negative reinforcement from the outside world, from people that they're not in my regular life, that I don't know, that are just strangers, that are just, you know, tuning in when I don't know them. I'm not going to care how many, I mean, no promises. I cannot be certain about this, but I'm going to go on my eagle's perch. You have to be willing to do that, to go on your eagle's perch and say, I'm not going to get wrapped up in how many subscribers I have, or how many likes I have, or how many views I have. I am going to be who I am, and I'm doing this for me, not censoring myself for the outside world unless I feel honestly like it's wrong. And I genuinely don't want to do that from my heart. It's the only reason why I wouldn't do it. That's the reason why, came on and apologized and took those down. Well, I don't know if that's entirely true, but I don't want to go into that. But I made that, you know, judgments. You don't have to take them personally, but you don't need to be defensive and argumentative about it. You can just breathe and drop in and speak from your truth. Because when you breathe and drop in, you're not so reactive and you're not so defensive and argumentative. If somebody says that you're wrong for saying that, well, that's them because I dropped in and I connected with my heart and I said that, and you're saying that, well, you know what? I don't have a problem now because I did what I could. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, how I want to do it. And if a lot of people view it, great. If not a whole lot of people view it, that's fine. If I get a lot of subscribers in a while, great. If I don't, that's fine. There will be those who will watch it, and there will be those who won't. Isn't that we go on social medias because not everybody will view it, but a lot will view it. Do you have to filter yourself? Seriously? Do you interact in real life? It's different because you know, you. I don't want to go into that. I think that I've made my point very, very clear in this, and I think I'm going to stop now. So that is all that I want to say about this topic, and bye for now. That's all I'm going to say is bye for now, and that's my whole kind of spiel on validation of social media in this episode of the Real Me podcast. And it is the Real Me podcast for a reason, because this is who I am, and this is how I want to express myself, and this is what I'm going to do, whether you like it or not. Whether you judge me or not, I'm going to do it. Not going to apologize for it. So that's what I want to say. Bye for now.